Hey, what's up you guys? It's, Jeremy again. I apologize for how late it is. It is, um, about 10:37 now. I would have posted a video earlier. I just wasn't feeling good. I felt kind of sick last night. I didn't even go to school today. I've just been, like, laying in bed, trying to get better so I can go to school, because missing school is real bad because you get behind on tons of assignments and stuff. But yeah, just wanted to make this video talking a little bit more about me personally, because if I'm going to ask you to comment and subscribe and like, I think it's fair uh, at least that you guys like know a little bit more about me, because my first couple videos were like, they weren't bad, like they were raw, like it was me, you know, I wasn't putting on an act, but it wasn't enough of just not, there wasn't enough backstory on me, you know. It was kind of just like, hey, I'm a guy and this is what I want to do, da 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 da, please comment and like and subscribe. So I am gonna talk a little bit more about me, my story, and what I want for the channel, I guess. Yeah, so I guess the main thing about me you guys should know is, or the main reason I made this channel was kind of just as me kind of putting myself out there to try to help people with their problems and stuff, because after I get done with like my backstory and stuff, you'll kind of know that I've been through a lot, like, and I say that like, I mean, it's not the worst life, like I've had a pretty good life. It's just I've been through a lot of stuff, so, and I know other people go through that stuff too, and they don't always have like a place to express themselves or a place to talk about problems they're going through in a safe and like just friendly environment. And I kind of would like this to be a place like that. Like, I'm gonna put enough information on here, probably down there, for at least my email address, so if you guys want to like email me stuff and we can get in contact, and then if I see that you're legit and you're not just some crazy dude stalking me, I can email you back and we can talk about stuff. But yeah, I think over the course of my life, like, I've been through a lot of stuff. The first thing you guys should know about me is that I was adopted, so brought into, I'm very fortunate to be adopted because a lot of kids aren't. So I was brought into my house, or the Greller house, at a very young age. So I was adopted early. I didn't have to experience a lot of like abuse and just neglect that a lot of kids in America go through. It's very unfortunate. So I was just a lucky one. And then from then on, I grew up, was raised in a Christian household. You know, it's a really nice early childhood life. I went to church every Sunday. My parents loved me. They took care of me. They just made sure that I had more than I needed, actually. Just a great place to grow up. I grew up in the country, kind of reserved. There's room for me to just do my own thing. I'm more of a country person anyway. And then once I got old enough, of course, like every other student, I actually did go to public school. I was in the public school system until my 3rd grade year. You know, I went through tons of like bullying and hazing because I used to wear huge glasses. I used to be a lot smaller, skinnier, like almost anorexic, because I have ADD and ADHD, attention deficit disorder, and attention hyperactive disorder, and I also have like a bit of a stutter when I talk, I guess. So getting on this and like talking, I have trouble with pausing and phrasing in my speech, but I gotta work on it. You know, I gotta start somewhere. So this is a good place to do that, I guess. So yeah, I was bullied, hazed, if you will, and not to like extremes. Like I was physically and emotionally bullied, but like it was to the point where it didn't escalate to the point where I just um, couldn't take it anymore. It's just why have it get to that point? So my parents transferred me over to private school in the middle of my 3rd grade year, a school called the Covenant School. It's a really nice school. You know, I made a lot of friends there. Honestly, I don't really have any complaints about my school like a lot of kids would. I just don't. Like, for environment, it's incredibly friendly. If you guys are ever thinking about, like, if you live like in Virginia or like around Virginia and you like ever feel like you want to go to like a Christian environment or like just the private school environment in general, like you should come visit and stuff. It's a really good school. They have a lower campus and an upper campus, but I of course transferred to the lower campus, and from there, you know, I just kind of did my own thing. Like, I wasn't really bullied anymore, and I went into fine arts and had a passion just for fine arts and talking to other people and helping other people, and met a lot of great friends there. And you know, until I think I was kind of an outspoken, like, bratty little kid. Like, I caused tons of problems. Like, it wasn't other people causing problems, it was me causing problems. Like, I would constantly be in the principal's office and just chilling in there for, I don't know, tons of other stuff, you know, just like being belligerent and like arguing with teachers. And it was like that up until, up until ninth grade year, I think. Now I kind of matured a little bit and started with my first like actual kind of like interaction with someone, and you know, that went pretty well for the most part until I like started dabbling into tons of like drugs and stuff like that, and like just I turned into like a person I hated. And like looking back at all the stuff I went through, it's kind of horrible, and I just was the worst boyfriend in the world and was terrible with that person and pushed them away completely. Like, before then we were really good friends and I kind of ruined it, you know. And it was like to the point where like she didn't even want to go to school because I would just, even though she would see me, it would like hurt her to see me because of all of the pain I had like caused her just by doing stupid things, you know, and like lying and like emotionally manipulating her. Like, I used to be very emotionally manipulative. I've like grown out of that. I guess like for my ninth grade year, it was kind of like that until I just stopped doing drugs altogether because I saw the effect it had on me and like the effect it had on other people. And then sophomore year was the hardest year of my life, because I told you guys I was adopted, and that was the kind of year where everything like kind of came together for me, and I found out a lot more information about my parents and stuff of that nature. And then I think sometime during my sophomore year, I think it was in, I want to say October, yeah, October, I found out that my birth mother had passed away, and that was really hard for me because for a while I just would talk about how I wanted to go see her and like visit my parents when I grew up. Like, I've obviously outgrown that now, but that's how it used to be for me. So that was kind of hard for me. And then because of that, like, came like problems with self-harm and stuff like that. And it kind of continued on that and spiraled out of control with the self-harm and just like my attitude, and I used to like conform to tons of stuff. If you saw my other video about just high school cliques and stuff, I used to just be a floater and float around to different cliques, but then I'd settle in tons of cliques. Like, just, I used to be really like emo, and I would hang out with like the emo slash goth people, and just kind of do nothing with my life until I later, my sophomore year, I got back into my second relationship. It was someone I had been friends with for a long time, and we kind of dated for like from, I guess, like the middle part of my sophomore year till like a couple days ago, where we broke up because we decided to cut it off. It wasn't that mutual. Like, I really liked her and I still like kind of care for her, but she wasn't like in the right mindset. She was kind of like had a lot of problems I had in my first relationship. Like, she was just emotionally manipulative and like a bit abusive towards me, because she would break up and go do her own thing for like a month and then try to come back to me, and I was like in a moment of desperation because I just got past being all emo and stuff, so I would go back out with her and do that kind of thing with her, and now we're just done. And going through all that, like, I look back and reflect on the one girl I went out with, and now I see like how terrible I must have made her feel. So like, if she ever sees this video, if you ever see this video, I want you to know like how sorry I am for just doing that kind of stuff to you. And like, to this day I still feel really bad for what I did. Like, I know I can't do anything to change it, but what I'm trying to do is just make things right. I want to try to help people with their problems, and now you see what I'm kind of doing is just pouring my time and energy into this channel because I want to like help teenagers with similar problems or completely different problems. Just have someone to talk to, or like, I want to bring room in there for like to repair them emotionally and just give them time to cope with whatever problem they might have gone through, so and I just want this to be like a channel. Like, I don't want it to be huge. Like, I don't want it to be like the channels I watch, like The Amazing Atheist and like Blake Bliss. Like, both of them have really good channels and I admire them greatly, but I want it to be a channel that's smaller, so like, I want you guys to be able to get a hold of me. Like, I don't want to be some great YouTube sensation and have like these millions of subscribers and just millions of views on all my content, and then not be there for the people that watch it, because I just want this to be completely about you guys and making you guys feel good and like helping you guys as much as I can. So that's kind of my vision for the channel, is just to help people. So whether there is one subscriber with one view on a video or a million, it's irrelevant to me. As long as I like see that people are viewing my content, then I'm gonna keep posting videos as frequently as people want. And I've already told you guys, if you want to comment down below, I'll be sure to answer questions. I'll be sure to bring up topics. If it's more personal, you can always email me. I'll put my email address in the crotch, I guess, and then we can just stay in contact. Alright, so that is my kind of spiel or rant for the day. If you guys have any more questions, like I said, just email me, and I'll see you guys later. If you like this video, or you like my content in general, subscribe or like it. Any questions, concerns, you think I'm a jerk, you think I'm awesome, comment section down below. Thanks. Bye.